All of us appreciate having loved ones nearby. So what would you do if your partner held a burning desire to move abroad? One that would see half a world put between you and those you held dearest. For the last 8 years, Gavin Butterworth's been chasing a new life in Australia.
The amount of people I've spoken to who have had regrets about doing something similar, I don't want to be one of those people.
But wife Tracy can't bear to leave family behind.
My mum and dad are devastated. Absolutely do not want us to go.
A week down under sees Gavin trying to sell the dream.
Would you move to Australia for this house?
I'm not answering that question yet.
Before Tracy faces the biggest decision of her life.
I really don't.
Somebody's going to be disappointed. You know, either Gavin or my family.
Famed for its stunning landscape, pristine beaches and laid-back lifestyle, Australia's been the #1 choice for Brits seeking a new start abroad for the last 20 years. They're drawn by the prospect of a warmer climate and more outdoors way of life. But not everyone makes it work. Around half of those making the move return home with their dreams in tatters. Tracy Butterworth's already moved once for her loving husband Gavin, when sad circumstances saw her pack up a successful career in London to move to Northern Ireland. With life far from plain sailing ever since, Gavin feels the time's now right to consider another move, this time to Australia. But in 1 week, can he persuade Tracy to sign up to a new life on the other side of the world? Flying via Malaysia, it takes the family 24 hours to get from the UK to Australia. And when they finally touch down in Adelaide, there's a slight disagreement on how the trip went.
I thought it was great. Feel good. Jonas slept okay, so it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I thought the flights went well. They went better than expected. But I don't agree with Gavin. Jonas didn't sleep.
Gavin can't wait to get the family's week down under started.
Coming into land into Adelaide in Australia felt really good. Definitely very excited about the job opportunities, what might lie in store.
But Tracy's already questioning if the journey she's just made is one everyone could make.
I would be concerned about the length of flight for my parents. You know, it's long. It is long.
Gavin could have a tough job on his hands if he's to persuade Tracy to sign up for a new life in the sun.
There's the sun coming through now, a nice cool breeze.
Meet the Butterworths. Dad Gavin, Mum Tracy and 3-year-old Jonas live in Belfast. But the city's not always where they've called home. In their 20s, the couple were living the good life in London.
Loads of our friends moved with us, and we had a ball.
We had a great time, yeah.
We were very well established, and we were both in great jobs. Really loved London, you know, really, really loved it. And then Gavin wanted to come home.
Yes.
I didn't.
Tracy felt after 7 years in the capital, everything they'd worked hard to achieve was a lot to give up. But with his dad having fallen ill, Gavin felt the timing was right, and Tracy stood by his side.
I felt the need to move back home. You know, Tracy supported me on that, and I really appreciated that.
The move went smoothly, and Gavin soon proposed.
I was horrified.
Still paying off the ring.
But we got married and we had a ball, so that was good.
Yeah.
But life for the couple's been far from plain sailing ever since.
We got burgled twice.
Gavin's daddy died.
My dad passed away. Not long after that, I suffered a burst duodenal ulcer and lost 2/3 of my blood.
Even growing their family proved a challenge.
Having Jonas was a bit like a miracle baby. We really didn't think it was going to happen.
No.
We had a lot of problems conceiving. It was 6 very long years.
hard thinking back to it. It was a nightmare.
It's been a very, very hard 10 years, there's no doubt about that.
Gavin has struggled to find work in his area of expertise, the wine industry, meaning he's been forced to take on a series of temporary contracts working in film and TV.
There's been times you've been in and out of work, so we've just been down onto one wage, we've got a hefty mortgage. It's just felt tougher.
We had to move out of this house for a year, we had to rent it out, and that was financially orientated as well.
Times have been tough, and for the last 8 years, Gavin's been dreaming of another move, this time to the other side of the world.
I think the key reasons behind us wanting to move to Australia...
Behind Gavin wanting to move to Australia.
And for me, first and foremost, it would be Jonas, because I want the best for him.
A trip the couple took down under 16 years ago made a lasting impression.
Australia was it just blew us away. It really did blow both of us away. You know, I fell in love with the country.
Should we do a beach, like a sandy beach? Let's do the new one.
The other key reasons why we want to do the move to Australia is from a career perspective, is to get back into the wine industry.
There's just one problem. Having already moved once for him, Tracy isn't keen on doing it all over again.
In simple terms, it is Gavin Butterworth's dream to move to Australia. And no, we don't both share that dream. He is definitely obsessed about it because he never stops talking about it.
Most of Tracy's family live just a 40-minute drive away. Putting half a world between them would be tough.
It's halfway around the world. It's so far away.
And her parents are already distraught at the thought of being separated from their grandchild.
My mum and dad are devastated, really devastated, and absolutely do not want us to go.
Leaving her torn over which side of the world would really be best for her son.
I don't know how you make the decision between Jonas growing up with his cousins and aunts and uncles and grandparents and a sunshine life somewhere else.
Gavin understands he's asking a lot of his wife, but genuinely believes the benefits of a move would be worth it in the long run.
I know it's going to affect a lot of people, but I have our best interests at heart.
The couple are under no illusions about the size of the decision they face in the coming week.
It is probably the most important week of our lives.
Are we going to be in Northern Ireland with our family, or are we going to be halfway around the world? How big is that decision?
To find out if Gavin can persuade Tracy Australia holds the key to their future, the family are visiting Adelaide, where even in the depths of winter, temperatures can hit an average high of 16 degrees. The Butterworth space for the week is a 2-bedroom cottage in the historic inner city suburb of Unley. And even from the car, they like what they see.
That's our Australia house.
Wow.
I think that's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's
I
very
love
pretty.
the colour.
Inside, Jonas is impressed.
Do you like that, Jonas? Yay! Yay!
Wow.
Ooh, bedroom.
There's much more space than Tracy imagined.
I am just a bit shocked because it looks small from outside, but it's massive. The ceilings are massive.
And Gavin's quick to capitalise on Tracy's reaction.
I think the size is perfect. I do.
Would you move to Australia for this house?
I'm not answering that question yet.
Tracy may be happy with her home for the next 7 days, but she's already fearing the decision she'll have to face at the end of the week.
I suppose my concern is that I really love it. And, you know, and then I have to think about how do I deal with the situation at home, because the situation at home hasn't changed. You know, nobody wants us to leave.
Gavin's taking a casual view on the distance from home.
It is a day on a plane, but you could argue it's only a day on a plane.
And thinks their temporary homes helped his case.
She definitely loves it, and it's good from my point of view.
But Tracy's clear she'll need to make up her own mind.
I think if Gavin goes on a kind of propaganda exercise for the week, I'll throttle him.
Careful, careful.
He may be confident now, but Gavin knows the real test is yet to come.
I want this to be as real as possible, because it is the biggest decision we'll ever make.
Back in the UK, Gavin and Tracy own a 3-bedroom home in Belfast's leafy suburbs. Homebird Tracy loves the location.
Close to family. We really, we've really settled in this community. We know a lot of people here.
If they did move, Gavin and Tracy would rent a property and have a budget of £1,200 a month. Gavin knows exactly where he'd like a home to be.
Something that's close enough to the beach, doesn't have to be on the doorstep.
Tracy, however, is thinking more practically about how to make the most of Australia's warmer climate.
We would love something that's very sort of indoor-outdoor. You would live as much outside as you would in. That really appeals to us.
But you'd want a swimming pool, you know, you would.
Yeah, and then big doors that would kind of open out into a place where you would eat outside and sit outside.
To find out what kind of house the Butterworths could rent in Australia, today we'll show Tracy and Gavin 3 properties. 2 on budget and 1 which could be their dream home. Only once they've viewed each one will they discover how much they'd cost to rent. For their first viewing, the Butterworths are only a hop, skip and jump away from their base in the suburb of Unley. The property's a brand new townhouse which boasts great access to transport, shopping and cafes. Will this shiny new home be the one to convince Tracy to make the move? From outside, first impressions aren't great.
Industrial?
Yeah, industrial.
Industrial?
Small.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a lot of outdoor space.
Inside, the house's layout causes confusion.
That's the garage, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, that's bizarre. Jeez.
It's a big old space.
It's huge.
Tracy just can't get her head around the integral parking.
Living in the house with your car. Who's downstairs in the car? It's bizarre.
Across the hallway, there's another surprise.
Right. Oh, so it's a bedroom.
Oh, okay.
I didn't expect that.
And Tracy's worried its location could be an issue.
I just wonder how noisy it would be as well. You know, if you're down here and this is a main walkway.
I don't think it'd be that noisy.
Upstairs, the small size of the property becomes a problem.
It is.
Okay.
So it is just this floor.
Yeah.
So it's like an apartment then.
But Gavin's quick to point out a positive.
Yeah, see, this
come
is a
and have a
good
look.
sized balcony, isn't it?
Yes, it's a great size balcony. You know, I think if we were in our 20s, yes.
Back inside, Tracy warms to the kitchen.
It's a nice bright kitchen, you know, it's
lovely,
good.
Yeah, yeah, there's loads of storage.
But bedroom 2 is far from what she was hoping for.
What is in here?
It's a bedroom.
Yeah, it's a bedroom. Once again, it's
No
small.
windows.
Well, you've got a bit of light coming from up there.
A bedroom with no windows, I can't compute.
And the family bathroom has Tracy putting her foot down.
It's too small.
It's clear this isn't the property that's going to wow Tracy. But even so, could they afford it with their £1,200 a month budget?
Just the space upstairs, it's just tight. You know, kitchen and living, it's just too tight.
Yeah. Honestly, if it's not on budget, I think it's going to be slightly more because of the area.
Yeah, I agree. Let's
Yeah,
see.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly on budget.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me.
Is this how you would want to live?
No, it wouldn't be. As you say, if we were a bit younger, we didn't have Jonas, it'd probably work really well.
Yeah.
But no, it's not for now.
And there's no way I'm going to move halfway across the world to be in something like this.
1, 2, 3.
Go!
Gavin's mission to move Tracy isn't off to a great start. Will Property 2 do the job? It's located in Glengowrie, just 10 minutes from Adelaide's best-known beach, Glenelg. The location could suit Gavin. The suburb boasts good schools and transport links, but will the house be more family-friendly than Property 1?
It's nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Instantly, Tracy's reaction's more positive.
I like it. What do you
I like
think?
it too, yeah.
Really like it. I really like it from the outside. I think it's lovely.
And inside, Gavin's hopeful.
Looks like an improvement on the last already, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The bedrooms get the viewing off to a good start.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much bigger size than the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, house number 1.
Wow, this looks good. Yeah. I
And
like it.
walk-in wardrobes and an ensuite are a bonus.
It's a brilliant size, isn't it?
Hello, my boy. Is
Hey,
this gonna
Jonas,
be
do you
your
like this room?
Bedroom 2 gets Jonas's seal of approval.
Let me see you sleeping on the bed.
Oh, he's sleeping in
He's having a good sleep.
And in this house, all the bedrooms have windows.
It's lovely and bright. I love that. You know, I really love the light.
Definitely picture yourselves living in this property compared to the last one.
Yeah, no, I feel a bit excited.
You could be onto a good thing here, Gavin.
No, I really like this.
Yeah, it's big, isn't it?
The large open-plan living space is another winner.
It feels a lot more like what we would have been thinking about
Yeah.
as a transition home.
And while the garden's not enormous, one exotic feature proves popular.
This is great. Like a palm tree in our own back garden. That's
I was
really
going to
class.
say I like the tree.
Just one big tree.
Every
on its
photograph
own.
we send at home can be just us in front of that tree.
Yeah, definitely.
No, it's nice. It is nice. It's very basic, but at least it's in the right direction. It's much
Definitely.
more what we're thinking.
I mean,
of,
compared to
isn't
the last one, there's no
Yeah.
comparison really,
Yeah.
is there?
it? The question is, how much is it?
Yeah.
That's a very good point, Tracy. It could be a house they could call home, but would their £1,200 a month rental budget be enough to let them move in?
Okay, price time.
Yeah, I know. What do you think?
I really like it.
Yeah.
Seems like a good area. Seems like a good area for young families.
Yeah. My worry is that it's above our price. Because I would,
If it is, I don't think it's a lot over budget.
yeah, I hope not.
I think it's around about
Do you?
1,300, something like that.
Yeah, we have a look.
Ooh,
right. Bang on.
No, that's interesting.
yeah, that's good.
That is good.
Yeah.
It's bang on the couple's £1,200 a month budget, and Tracy's beginning to imagine herself in an Aussie home.
That's reassuring, actually.
Yeah. I like this house.
Yeah.
I could really see us in this.
Moving further out of the city into the Adelaide Hills, the couple head for what we think could be their dream home in the suburb of Bel Air. While the area has a rural feel, the city's still within a half-hour drive. This home promises breathtaking views across the treetops. But will Gavin and Tracy agree it's the place for them?
I actually quite like it. I like how it looks.
So far, so good.
This is going quite high up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Part of this home's appeal is its height and views, but that could be a problem too.
I don't know how child-friendly those stairs are. They would make me pretty nervous up and down every day.
The light, welcoming interior, however, wins Tracy's approval.
Now,
Wow.
that's nice.
Yeah. All the glass is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that you've got both sides. You know, the double aspect, isn't it?
It's a theme that continues through to the kitchen.
I love all the glass.
Yeah.
It's so bright.
Yeah.
You know, that's really pretty.
And there's a feature tailor-made for wine buff Gavin.
Here, look, Gavin.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That'll be you
I
happy.
might need a bit more space than that, Tracy.
This property boasts 4 bedrooms, so plenty of space for when family and friends visit.
All right, another room.
And the guest room impresses with an ensuite bathroom and panoramic views of neighbouring bushland.
Yeah, it's very different to Belfast. It's very different to any kind of landscape in Northern Ireland.
But the best is saved for last.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Jonas.
It's a feature Gavin had been hoping for, and it's heated.
I was not expecting that. It's the whole length of the house.
You could swim in your own house. Could you imagine that? We can't swim today.
It's got the space and the pool the couple want, but Tracy's worried it may not be a practical home for her family.
Everything here's a hazard for a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Those stairs, that balcony, out the back.
This property may not be right for the Butterworths now, but could it be within reach of their £1,200 a month rental budget?
Okay.
So what do you think?
I like the house. It's just not a dream house for me, and I don't think it is for you.
No, I agree. I think the house is beautiful. I think it's a house for people who've maybe older children. I think about 15 plus.
I don't know. I think it's going to be £100 more or £100 less. I don't know. 1,400 to 1,600, something like that.
Yeah. So will we turn it over?
Go ahead.
Do you want to do it?
No, you do.
Okay.
So we were kind of right there.
Oh, it's less than what I thought.
Yeah.
That's just over budget, and Gavin and Tracy feel it's a fair price, even if the house isn't for them.
It's kind of incredible when you think about the size of this.
Yeah,
place,
no.
right? You know, really.
It's a bit of a bargain, really, now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been a day of mixed results on the property hunt front. Property One's unusual layout and lack of light failed to impress. Property 2, though, was definitely somewhere the couple could imagine living. And while Property 3 certainly had the wow factor with a pool and panoramic views, it wasn't suitable for a family with a toddler in tow. So, when it comes to the vote, will the family feel the day's positives outshine the negatives? Will they choose properties at home or away?
Australia.
UK.
Australia!
So why did you vote for Australia? Based on what we've seen today?
I was going to vote undecided until we went to the last property. I just thought it was a lot of property for what you were paying, and it was in a really nice location.
For me, like, there's nothing caught my heart really today, or my imagination, or, you know, anything that I thought was about is worth me leaving my home.
Well done, Jonas.
Yeah, that was a good one, sweetheart.
You picked the right country, my boy.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, Tracy, what's
So-
this UK thing all about? Honestly.
Tracy's vote for the UK means Gavin's vision of a new life down under could be in trouble. Already on the back foot, discovering if good jobs and good salaries could be found in South Australia is more important than ever.
Have a seat.
Back in the UK, Tracy's carved out a successful career for herself as a consultant psychologist.
I love my job. I've been able to be a part of people recovering or people getting better.
Gavin's work life has been more erratic. He currently works in film and TV, but hopes a move to Australia could see him gain a permanent job in the industry he loves.
I think I was happiest career-wise when certainly I was working with anything to do with wine, and it's something that I'm really keen to get back into.
For Tracy, finding a job on a par with what she has now will be key.
There is no way I would go to Australia if I didn't have a career opportunity that matched my career here.
Gavin heads out to McLaren Vale, an hour from Adelaide. It's home to more than 125 wineries, and he knows today's critical if he's to sell Tracy the dream.
Yesterday she voted for the UK house-wise, so off on the back foot really, and just a bit nervous about that and how things are going to be for her today as well as myself.
Tracy visits a health centre in Noarlunga, 50 minutes from the city. As the main breadwinner and potential visa applicant, she's also feeling the pressure.
Both in terms of actually opportunities and in terms of the finances. You know, it's all kind of feels like it's resting on me.
Hi Tracy, welcome to the London Health
Thank you
Service.
very much.
I'm
Thank
Shirley.
you.
She's shown around by clinical health nurse Shirley Hunter and wastes no time asking about how relevant her qualifications would be.
The skills and the training that I would have would be recognised and kind of
Absolutely.
easily transferable, would they?
Absolutely, they would be
Okay.
recognised here, and certainly with that addition to your psychology background, very employable.
Okay. Okay, well that's good news for me because I've been so worried about that.
Meanwhile, in McLaren Vale, Gavin's getting a vineyard tour from local winemaker Andrew Wood.
So, Andrew, what sort of grape varieties are you growing at the minute?
Personally, for myself, I concentrate on the new alternative Mediterranean varietals, so Tempranillo, Montepulciano, Sangiovese.
And he also gets to work tasting some of the fruits of Andrew's labour.
This is just very smooth, easy drinking, imagine go well with a lot of food.
Gavin's in his element. Back at the health centre, Tracy's keen to know if vacancies exist for psychologists at the moment.
Positions come up, I suppose, as people move into other areas.
Okay.
We recently have just had 2 positions come up.
So, Shirley, if I was to start working in SA Health, do you have an idea of what the salary might be?
A full-time rate would start, base rate would start at $74,000.
That's approximately £37,000, well under the £60,000 Tracy currently earns.
That would probably be less than my NHS wages.
Possibly your level of experience might correspond to a different pay range, up to the range of $94,000.
That sounds a bit better.
A disappointing salary could be a problem for Tracy. To find out about his career prospects down under, Gavin's met up with Mark Allgrove of McLaren Vale's Grapevine and Tourism Association. He starts off asking if his experience in the area of international wine sales could be in demand.
The understanding of international markets, and in particular the understanding of the demands in those markets, would be of real interest to people.
Is there job opportunities? Is there buoyancy in the market?
Well, we're just about to fill a role which we advertise for a senior marketing professional, and I think that it demonstrates that there are opportunities for people with your skill set.
It's just the news Gavin had been hoping for. But what kind of money could he expect to earn?
If you were offering your experience and your international knowledge, anywhere between 85 to 120,000 as a base salary should be up within your expectation.
That's brilliant, that's excellent, that's just what I wanted to hear.
That's between about £42,000 and £60,000, which could be double what he currently earns in the UK. It's been a day of mixed fortunes. Meeting up, Tracy's keen to hear how Gavin has fared.
You all right, sweetheart? Good to see you.
Yeah.
How was your date?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah, go, you start.
Both individuals that spoke to said that I would expect that I could get work over here and the money would be very good too.
She was very positive about my employability. She was very positive about, you know, the skills that I would be bringing.
But then Tracy drops the bombshell about her potential salary shortfall.
What probably wasn't so positive was wages. You know, it goes from 74 to 94, which is, you know, just about. I mean, if I went in at 94, that's just about comparable with home, you know. So I suppose I was a bit disappointed with that, you know.
So when it comes to work opportunities, which way will the couple vote?
Australia.
Why?
I think it's obvious really for me.
Does it really look that good for you?
It really was positive and I could stand out over here.
For me, it's I just need more research, both in terms of what works there and financially, what that means.
Although she received positive news on the work front, it looks like Trace is still far from convinced her ideal life awaits down under. With her yet to vote for Australia, Gavin's dream could be on the rocks unless the country's legendary lifestyle can bring her round. The family head out of Adelaide to visit a petting farm in Handorf, an old German settlement, and they waste no time in getting up close and personal with some of the farm inhabitants.
Oh, he's giving you a cuddle.
Well done, fella.
While Jonas plays nearby, Tracy confides in Gavin her doubts about a move aren't disappearing.
It's just such a big decision to make.
The pressure.
Yeah, so I've been thinking about it a lot, you know. Didn't really sleep much last night thinking about it. At this point, you know, nothing feels clear to me particularly.
My concerns are that, you know, your boxes aren't all being ticked, and I'm really keen for that to happen because, you know, for me it's a total family decision.
I can't see myself living here yet.
Their day in the country, though, has impressed everyone.
1,
2,
3. Whoa!
Another one?
This would be something that I'd want to do on a regular basis. Obviously, the weather's great, that helps. Plus, you've got the beaches, you've got the winelands. That, to me, is how I would like to live.
Today has been a great day. Relaxed time in the sun, walking around, not feeling kind of burdened.
You did it!
I really did. It was really good fun at the farm, you know, it was good. It was really good to see Jonas excited, and I was really kind of chuffed with how just bold he was with the animals, you know, he wasn't scared, he got into it.
Now, more than halfway through the week, Gavin knows he's got his work cut out to win Tracy over.
I don't think Australia's living up to her expectations as yet, but there's still time to work on her, and hopefully it will improve, yeah.
Tracy can see both the positives and negatives of bringing Jonas down under.
The outdoor living and him being happy is a great thing, and then on the other hand, you know, I know he loves his cousins. You know, he really loves Liam and his best mate Nikolai and all, you know, all of his aunts and uncles. And, you know, I wonder about how much he would miss them. It's on my mind a lot. I really feel exhausted.
She's torn. Following her husband's dream will mean devastating her family at home.
Somebody's going to be disappointed. You know, either Gavin or my family. And that's how it is. Nobody wants us to go, and that's lovely too, you know. You know, everybody said don't go. You know, it's going to be rough.
You feed me, you feed me.
Tracy faces a heartbreaking decision come the end of the week. But based purely on lifestyle, how will she and Gavin vote?
Based on our activities today, we vote for Australia.
I done the wrong way.
So, Tracy, why did you vote for Australia?
Well, I think it's a no-brainer in terms of being able to live like this at the weekends because you can, because it's sunny.
I'm pleased with your result. Hopefully it continues.
Mm-hmm.
Time will tell.
Get through tomorrow.
So that was
Yeah.
a good one.
Well, that's only because you got a vote for your cause.
A first vote for Australia from Tracy means Gavin's dream could be back on track. But he knows the finances will need to stack up if it's to become reality. If they did make the move, the couple would rent their home in the UK and are hoping to achieve a monthly income of £1,300. To see if their valuation's accurate, we sent round to estate agents.
Where's that?
Where's that?
It's from Belfast.
It is Belfast, sweet.
This is how we got those gates fixed.
Very lovely first impression of the property.
Lovely, lovely kitchen, breakfast area, absolutely gorgeous.
The master bedroom, good sized double room.
Oh, I really love this. This simply adds to the whole character of the building.
Everything that you would want from a bathroom.
I did well to do that bathroom in 2 weeks, turn it around with all the tiles.
If the owners wanted to rent the property, I would suggest a figure of £850 per calendar month.
Around £875 to £900 per month.
You need a bit more than that on the rental, but...
Estimates came in more than £400 less than they had hoped. But how would the couple fare financially in Australia?
Yep.
They sit down to compare the costs of living in Australia with the UK, starting with a weekly grocery shop.
Tracy, bacon is cheaper now, come on. That is a good thing for you. You're a bacon fiend. One thing I'm noticing in the ones that are less here, they're not much less, you know, it's not like there's anything really standing out.
5.72.
Difference, £24 and 26 pence.
£100 more on food per month won't break the bank, but what about the bigger bills? Gavin and Tracy based their sums on the first two properties they saw.
Just electricity's almost double. I'm surprised at that. The wine is more expensive, which is surprising. It's not much more expensive, but we live in a wine-producing country. It's a bit disappointing. Very little difference. And if you think about that...
So we're talking just £75, are we? I'm quite surprised by that.
I thought it was going to be a lot
Yeah, I
more.
thought it was going to be a lot more.
Spending just £75 a month more down under's a good result. And when they take their potential earnings into account, the overall figure's staggering.
We'd be £1,745
per month better off.
Pound per month.
Tracy's in disbelief.
It's so high, I can't get my head around it. Like, I can't believe that.
With life in Australia seeing them better off by over £20,000 a year, Tracy's overcome as she realises what that could mean for her family.
I know what that...
Not necessarily.
It's just... I knew they're leaving home. I really don't.
So, will it be a clean sweep as the couple choose between finances in the UK and Australia?
Australia.
It's just a lot of money, really, isn't it? It's a lot more money than we're used to, so I think that's the right vote, Tracy.
Couldn't vote in any other direction on that.
No. Fair enough.
Yeah.
A massive uplift in finances was just impossible to argue with and has helped Gavin's cause. But the week is far from over and Gavin's about to face potentially his biggest obstacle. While Jonas is looked after by a childminder, the couple sit down to watch messages from friends and family back in the UK.
Hi Gavin, Tracy and Jonas. Hope you guys are well.
Hello Tracy, Gavin. I hope it's snowing.
Hope you're having a fabulous time. I'm sure there's been a little bit of wine tasting.
Gavin he's gregarious and outgoing, loves laugh.
Tracy is very adventurous, great fun, great crack, and just a really, really good friend.
Little Jonas would get on very well with our kids, and you know, I think they'd be saddened, you know, if they went to Australia.
The main trouble is how many visits that we will be able to have with them or to see them again. Because we're a very close family.
If you choose to move, obviously we'll support you all, and obviously we'll fly out and see you. And we love you.
To make a move like this, at their age, I'm not 100% on it. Best of luck to us, but you know, we still want you here.
You have to follow your heart. But I think you have a good life here. But you'll go with my blessing if you choose to go.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's the family that's the hard stuff.
You know, they are literally thinking they will have another couple of times in their lives seeing us, you know. And if we have to arrive back and say, actually, we're going to go, nobody's going to want us to go.
I thought you did well, Sophie.
Leaving loved ones at home has always been Tracy's biggest concern about a move, and tearful messages have been a painful reminder of who she'd be leaving behind. Now, the family are about to decide once and for all where they'll spend the rest of their lives. Will Gavin get the go-ahead for the life he wants for his family, or will Tracy decide home is where her heart is? Tracy's well aware how much a move means to her husband.
I think Gavin really, really wants this. I think he's very committed to this move.
The amount of people I've spoken to who have had regrets about doing something similar, I don't want to be one of those people.
But over the years, his dream has put Tracy under pressure.
I have wondered on and off, is Gavin just asking too much? Sometimes when I'm feeling very emotional, I've thought, yeah, he is. You know, this is really selfish.
And her main fear hasn't diminished across the week.
If we make the move to Australia, what we face is probably a year of, you know, very uncomfortable kind of emotions and stress and kind of misery, trying to leave family.
Gavin's more than ready for a resolution to their dilemma.
It's really important for us to have a clear decision. We've spent the last 8 years kind of in limbo, so it's paramount importance today.
And Tracy does feel she's finally reached a verdict.
I've made a decision and it feels like it's something that's kind of settled.
So where will the family's future lie?
We've had a fantastic time here in Australia thus far, and our final vote goes to... Australia. Are you sure?
No.
Right.
But, you know, I've done a lot of thinking about it, and I've been really trying to think about what do I want. And, you know, I want to give it a go, yeah.
Nice and sweet.
After an emotional week, the improved life Tracy feels Australia can offer her, Gavin and Jonas has been enough to sway her decision. Ahead of them lies tough farewells and plenty of packing, but also, hopefully, a prosperous new beginning under the Australian sun.